Good evening. I'm going to briefly talk about the discussions that we as ESM had at the IMF at the spring meetings, and also say a few words on the update on the banking union, which we discussed today. So at the IMF meeting, I would say that geo-economic fragmentation was dominant in most of our discussions, and the main takeaway is very simple. These issues of geo-economic fragmentation are there to stay. Despite this fragmented international environment, the ESM is trying to play its role in keeping multilateral cooperation with its partners around the globe. And the main partner is obviously the International Monetary Fund, and the ESM is also reaching out to the other regional financial arrangements around the world to be at the center of the global financial safety net. We had the opportunity in Washington to meet our partners of Asia, of Latin America, and of the Middle East. We also reinforced our cooperation with the Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank, the AIIB, as we signed and updated our Memorandum of Cooperation. That in the spirit of multilateral cooperation I mentioned in the beginning. On the banking union, I would like to highlight that both the Single Resolution Board Chair, Dominique Labourec, and the Single Supervisory Mechanism Chair, Claudia Bourg, underlined the importance of having a common backstop to the Single Resolution Fund in place as soon as possible. It's easy for me to agree with them and underline it. The experience with the turbulences in Switzerland and in the United States have clearly shown last year that Europe needs a robust and credible safety net, and this obviously is clear that therefore the backstop is needed. The preparatory work that is necessary to implement the ESM backstop has been completed last year, and both institutions, the Single Resolution Fund and the ESM, are ready for its introduction. More broadly, the ESM fully supports the call to push for the completion of the banking union, and there are still many topics that need to be addressed. We should also remind ourselves that the banking union is complementary to moving forward the capital markets union. Besides banks being important players in capital markets themselves, they have the relationship with the households and the enterprises in order to facilitate their access to capital markets. And let's face it, we were delivered a very good news, which we were aware of by Claudia Bourg, and that is that European banks are now much more resilient than they were 10 years ago, and also that would obviously make it easier for banks to boost credits to enterprises and particularly SMEs. I would like to take the opportunity that I have the press in front of me today to signal that today the European Parliament and the ESM have announced that they have agreed to establish a framework for the cooperation between the two institutions. This reflects the ESM's commitment to further enhance transparency, accountability, and interinstitutional dialogue. As you know, the next Eurogroup meeting will be on the 20th of June in Luxembourg, and on the same day we will also have the Board of Governors of the ESM. I hope to be able to meet many of you on that occasion in Luxembourg. Thank you.